Hola y bienvenidos otra vez a ¿Qué pasa, Polk? Y como les había indicado en el último programa, el condado de Polk va a ir a Puerto Rico a reclutar maestros y otros puestos también. Así que hoy tenemos con nosotros a Jessica McNair y tenemos a Caroline Giraud. Lo dije bien, Giraud. Y ellas son del departamento de reclutación, que es Recruiting, y ellas van a hablar un poquito y vamos a cambiarlo a inglés, porque vamos a hablar inglés, porque si no hacemos otro Spanglish o lo que sea, pero vamos a hablar de qué importante es traer maestros bilingües al condado de Polk, porque el condado de Polk es el condado que está subiendo en crecimiento en todos los Estados Unidos. Así que bienvenida, ¿qué pasa, Polk, my darlings? Welcome.
Yes, thanks for having us. We're excited.
Buenos días. So, first of all, tell me, where originally are you from?
So I'm originally from Clarksburg, West Virginia. It's a really teeny tiny town near the Panhandle. And when I was 21, I went to a job fair and met some really awesome recruiters like us. And it got me to Osceola County, Florida.
Wow.
And I was there for a year and then decided to be closer to the beach. And then moved to the Bay Area. And several years later, here I am.
I love it, I love it.
And tomorrow going to Puerto Rico.
La isla del encanto.
Yes.
So, tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I have been born and raised here in Polk County. I was born here in Lakeland. My family all grew up here in Lakeland as well. So when my grandfather, he also grew up here in Polk too. So my whole family has just been born and raised here. So
I understand that you have a fun working trip tomorrow.
Yes,
Fun.
It's going to be great.
So tell me, what's the project and why are you going to Puerto Rico?
So we know it's no secret, right? There's a national teacher shortage. And we have teachers from all over Florida, all over the United States. We have exchange teachers from other countries. But there was one place that we haven't been to recruit, and that was Puerto Rico. And we know that our students, we have a 42% population of students who are Hispanic, who may be bilingual in Polk County. And so it just makes sense for us to go and not just do a virtual interview, but go there, meet the people, immerse ourselves, and find the best and brightest and bring them back to Polk County.
So it's I know that when I visited you guys a couple of weeks ago or last week, my mind is 65 years old, it's hard drive. So I understand that besides teacher openings, there are other type of openings.
Correct. So we will be hiring instructional positions, but we'll also be advertising for some non-instructional. So that could look like custodial, maintenance, maybe some HVAC folks.
Network managers.
Yeah, network managers. We have several other positions open. And so we're hoping to bring back not just a teacher or a custodian, but perhaps an entire family.
An entire family,
right.
That's what I was saying.
That's what we're really looking at is, because it's hard to come over here and just get a custodian job, with the pricing of housing and stuff like that. So our goal is to focus on teachers, but then see if their entire family and how we can, support them in any way, like network managing, or even if somebody that may have a bachelor's degree and may not be and may want to teach, we can help them become a teacher here. There is that process too.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Right.
So I understand that you're also going to be working and helping with housing for those that do get hired.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how have you done those arrangements?
So we did go to Puerto Rico many years ago, around 10 or 11 years ago. So I reached out to those teachers who we recruited, and we really want to kind of create a community with those teachers and a mentorship program. So when we do have our teachers or whoever we hire over in Puerto Rico, they have support system here. So we've been reaching out to those teachers and asking them maybe some advice that they want to give us, the best way that we can support them that they maybe received when they came here. So we're going to be helping with housing, as we do always. We have a lot of great community members, and that's really where we're going to be relying on our community too, is to help us support them. But we'll be helping as much as possible.
Right.
The important part also of this equation is the language.
Right.
So they need to be bilingual. They need to speak English and Spanish. If they're not too strong in their English, how can you help them?
So our teachers need to be, bilingual, and they need to be able to speak fluent English to communicate with our students. However, our non-instructional folks don't necessarily need to be bilingual. Okay. We'll have folks with us on the recruitment event that will be bilingual, so we can communicate. All the documentation is bilingual. All the training is bilingual here as well, and so there's not necessarily a need for our non-instructional folks. However, when our teachers do get here, if they want to have additional language acquisition, or maybe their families or their children need that. Of course, Polk County has those programs in place already, so that we can help get them situated and get them enrolled so that they have the ability to grow the language even further.
So where will the job fair be held? In what part of Puerto Rico will you be?
So we'll be in San Juan at the Isla Verde Marriott.
Okay.
And we've advertised that kind of everywhere. We are very fortunate. We had 559 people register for the job fair. So with your help and the help of some other folks in Puerto Rico and our community members here who are already teaching in the community, we were able to advertise and kind of get it out there. So we're really excited about the interest. And so if people say, oh, there's a teacher shortage and people don't want to teach in Florida, people in Puerto Rico want to teach in Florida.
Yes.
And so we're excited to meet them.
And a really cool thing that this kind of conspired was we're working with 2 other counties too, St. Lucie and Lee County as well.
Right.
So there's going to be, this has really never been done before. Counties go together because we are on the same boat. And there are a lot of people that live in their counties that live in Puerto Rico.
Especially in Lee County. It has grown astronomically in the Hispanic population.
Correct.
So with St. Lucie, wow.
Exactly. So with us sharing the cost and really just splitting between the 3 counties, it's really a game changer, and it's a win-win for everybody.
That is awesome.
So I think that approach has really helped the numbers too. And we'll be able to talk to other people that may have not thought about Polk County. So that's a really cool thing. That's going to be also. We're going to have 2 other counties join us on this fair as well.
I wanted to sign up to go.
It's
you
not
can still
too
go.
late.
But
less than 24 hours.
It's my hubby's birthday tomorrow, and
what better to celebrate in
Surprise
Puerto
him.
Rico?
I know,
Get on that
but
plane.
he's like, I have to pack. I says, honey, I always end up packing for you anyway.
Exactly.
But so it's going to run from what date and what time?
So we the first job fair is on Friday.
Okay.
And the Friday's fair is from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Okay, so that's good. Some of them that do work have the time.
Correct. Yep. And then we reopen again on Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Okay. And we've done our best to reach out and schedule folks so that there's not a huge line, and that so it's efficient. And so we're really excited to see everybody that shows up.
So if there's someone that's watching us right now that has family in Puerto Rico, and they know that they either graduated right now with a bachelor's and they've been wanting to go into teaching, or there's a veteran teacher, how can they contact you guys on this?
So if they haven't already registered, they need to just show up.
Okay.
Show up at the job fair. And the way to make it even smoother for them is if they have transcripts, if they have a copy of their teaching certificate, if they have their resume, anything they have, we're doing hiring on the spot. Okay. So if they get hired, they're going to need their identification information for like the I-9 form. Anything they can bring, we'll be providing the information so they can go get the drug test, the fingerprints, all the things that take place upon being hired as a teacher or another non-instructional member. We will have all of that ready to go with us so that there's not a delay in that process.
Perfect.
And if they have any questions, they can email jobs at polk-fl.net.
Perfect. Well, ladies, thank you so much.
Thank
this
you
is
for
exciting.
having us.
This is exciting.
I know, it's not too late.
Go.
You can jump on a plane.
Come on. Come help recruit with us. To be good.
Okay. Así que eso ha sido todo por hoy en nuestro programa. Así que si tienes a alguien que está interesado en venir a vivir acá y ser maestro, por favor, aparézcanse en esa feria. Tengan toda su identificación, su carta de vida, que es el resumen, certificados, su diploma, sus transcripciones, tráiganse todo, porque señores y señoras, estamos buscando maestros y otras posiciones. Así que síganos en las redes sociales como siempre y los veo en la próxima aquí en ¿Qué pasa, Polk? Yo soy Anita Rivera. Suscríbete, dale me gusta y activa la campanita de notificaciones en nuestro canal de YouTube, canal para estar al día.